Hello and welcome to Snowrunner Mod Review. Today we are looking at a top truck. It's the Ural 63095 Typhoon U, and this was made by Mrshengo. So we'll start off inside. We'll go into the garage and show you what the options for on it. Now all the clocks on this when they're working, you see the rev counter moving up and the speedo there, they're all working, and you can see all the other gauges working as well. You turn them off, turn it back on, it all pops back up. Now that is a laptop screen there. That is one of the optional extras we can have, which is in the garage. And then we can't look round and look out the window of this one. I suppose it is an armoured, it's modelled off one of the Typhoon armoured vehicles, and this is a top truck. It really is one of my favourite. Now I've got a hell of a lot of favourites since looking at mods. I really have. Now I'm UK Gamer 828 and I'll be taking you on this first look mod review of the Ural. So first off, let's go into the garage and see what's going on. So customization options, and we have 3 different engine options there. When you see that's the standard one, and then we go for the big boy, and then we have the balance, high range, and the off-road, which we go for the off-road, which we're always going to need that. Suspension, have got an off-road suspension and a standard. You can see it's not a huge amount of difference, but we go for that. We like the extra lift on it. And then going on to tyres, got a couple of off-roads where we've got the twins on the back. Same with the mud tyres as well. Oh sorry, no, it's the chains what I've got those. We've got the Tyres, and he's also got, I think these tyres are bespoke to this truck because I haven't seen these tyres before or anything else. And then we got the twins, that's what I was on about. The twins have got the chains on, and then you've also got these bad boys as well, which they're pretty nice. We're going to use them today, I think, because we've got a little job to go and do. And then we've got your standard winches on there. Shame there's no autonomous on there, as I feel we should have autonomous on everything. And then it's got spare wheel on there, spare wheel. And then we've got a snorkel option as well, which we better put that on. And then frame add-ons, we have 2 different loading cranes, where we've got the normal loading crane, and then we've got a scout loading crane as well, which for me, I don't see the point of that scout one. And then there is saddle low and a flatbed, and we've got a fuel tank and a repair module. Now these are actually made for this vehicle. You can see that they're done really well. They really are done a really good job of this. You can see why this one did win best mod for last month, and you can see why. So let's put a flatbed on the back of that, and then we go over to the other options. We've got rooftop radio module and then a lamp basically on there. So the lamp it's not directional, but when you turn the lights on, that will show up. And then front bumper, we've got that one and the custom one, which I've gone for the better one. And then rims, just the Typhoon rims on that one. And then colour choices, got a few different colour choices on it, not a huge amount, but you've got a few if you want it. And then obviously the bobbleheads and all that on there, you can have them if you want. So I think we've got set up for the task we want. Yep, that should do. So let's get out there and give it a go. Now before we go anywhere, we better stop at the trailer store, because this is something I keep forgetting to do. And bins of trailer stores right here, and here are the trailers we can have. So it does take pretty much most things, as long as it's saddle low. Obviously you haven't got a saddle high, so you're not going to be able to fit that, but all the other trailers fit there. Now I've got quite a few modded trailers on there, that's why they're all coming up. So that's the trailer options, so let's go and crack on. Now I haven't used this at all yet, so we're doing this just blind really. I've just had a little go running around, going through some water and what have you, to see how it gets on. Now I'm doing this on PC. So I've opened up the bridge and we're going to do the support the meteorologist. Now down over here we've got some service spare parts. Now that goes pretty well. There's that I was in the smaller engine earlier. Let's put the all-wheel drive on. That always helps. I was in the smaller engine earlier, and I can't believe that made a dramatic difference. But not too much OP on it. It's just about enough. Now we go down this way, and we have got, you see the yellow box highlighted is the service spare parts, which we've got to get. We get there and I'll show you on the map where we've got to go, because this is all brand new. Now I haven't been able to do any videos the last few days, so we're going to be catching up. Today I should be able to bang a couple out, and then starting next week we should be back on it again. So we do need a crane because you can't load it as it's just sat there, so let's get the crane on the go and hopefully it'll pick it up, because I did have some issues with these cranes. No, that's fine. So let's get that up on the back. Well, I think is this map, I think certain things you can't pick up with crane, you have to use the telehandler. So let's put that right on the back on that one, and hopefully that will pack. Get rid of that, pack that down first. Yes, we got that packed. Restore the crane, job's a good one. Right, so we are headed, we've got to come down the road here. Well, I presume this is the way to go, because we've got to get up there. Well, you can see there's that. We're going to try and get up that way. There might be a few other routes. There's probably a route going up this way as well, but we'll just drive along here. I'm sure there's a road going off this way. We'll turn off to the left and try and head our way up that way and see how we get on with it. Because yeah, there's the road there, so we'll head up that way, and that should take us up to where we need to go. Now, is this one going to be coming to console mods is the question, and yes, I can confirm this is going to be coming to console mods. It hasn't been he hasn't changed got it ready for console mods yet, but he said he will do it. That's Mrshengo. He did say that he would like it to come to console mods, so it will be coming. Obviously it'll have to get approved and everything else, what happens before we get those mods, but it is a nice one to come to console mods, and I'll be happy with it. I think a lot of people will be happy with it. Now, I'm glad I put the chains up here, because when I first looked I thought, well, if you haven't got chains on and this is icy, you're going to struggle, aren't you? And look at this thing, this is just climbing, no problems. We're not even in low. We probably should go into low, and then we get a bit better traction rather than sliding around. But I'll tell you what, I thought this would take a while to get up here, and no, look at that, easy done, brilliant. So are we up the, yes we are. All we're going to do is go over that way, and take it is round this way. Try not to roll the bloody thing, because we haven't got autonomous. So let's keep it on the higher ground. Oh, come on, get past there. So annoying with these trees. You just knock that tree straight over. We're in an armoured vehicle for bloody, oh, I nearly swore then, for crying out loud. Never mind. Right, so we just take it round, and we have also got another task there. What task is that one? Oh, that is this one. Typical. Alright, well, we don't need to start that one off, because that should be a case. Cargo management, and we should be able to drop that off. Yes, and I've been demoted, because I'm back down to 6, where I did have 30, but there we go. Anyway, let's take this for a spin. So we came down that way, and I think we'll take it for a spin down this way, because I couldn't believe how quick we did that mission. I thought these missions were going to take some time, but it might be the power of the Ural. Now there's quite a few other Urals going to be coming to console as well, and I'll be doing a few videos over the next few days. We'll do some catch up of what's coming, because there is, the list at the moment is not great for what we're getting, but that's still going to grow. Now, where the bloody hell is the road gone here? Is that it going up that way? I suppose there's a bit of a, that's the other thing I found as well. You see these points, they're not, oh they are now, they're not going in the direction you want. Yes, they're going up that way. So that is the sort of road, isn't it? Yes, let's go into low. Now it has got permanent diff lock, hasn't it? Yeah, so it's got permanent diff, but you have got switchable all-wheel drive in it, which is always nice. I prefer having them switchable. I do prefer it. What's that stuck on? I do prefer the, oh, it won't reverse unless we're in, there we go. I do prefer having everything switched, so then if you get into trouble a lot of time, you're starting to get stuck, especially with the diff lock. You hit the diff lock and you get yourself out of trouble, whereas if it's permanent, then it doesn't really help you that much. So let's just stop there. And where does this take us? So you've got another waterfall going up that way as well. So I suppose we want to head off to the right without rolling. So we don't want to go along that way. Let's just go along the ridge line slightly. Whoa, stop, slow it down. And then we'll try and get over the top there without rolling it. Hopefully, yes, we'll be alright. As long as I stay off that ridge line, we should be okay. We should be able to work our way through this way. So all it needs in my book is a saddle high, hang on, and autonomous. Now which way are we going? Yeah, we don't really want to. And again, we could head up to the top. Let's go up, and then we can come back down through that waterfall. Hopefully, let's get a bit of low because we're going to be slipping a little bit on here. But the grip on these tyres doesn't seem to be any problem whatsoever. In fact, we can even notch it up another gear, go into the low plus. That's all I've got to watch. Turning on the side there, I'm going to get into trouble quite easily. Right, so there's that other watchtower. So I didn't come up this way last time, did we? Yeah, and you can go all the way over the top there. It's nice to see on this map that you've got all this open. It makes a big difference. There's, you know, normally full of just loads of trees and what have you. And I think we're going to head up that way still. Let's keep going up, because this seems to be climbing up this ice and the snow without any issues whatsoever. As long as I go slow. Yeah. Let's get up to that peak over that way. And then we can see the whole world in front of us. Well, the map anyway. I think that's going to... It's going to a bit of low. Expecting a bit too much in the auto box for going up here, but we can probably get away with low plus, and then that is right at the peak. And this is a classic for me rolling here. Whoa, slow it down, because we roll here, we are screwed. There is no trees, there is nothing. Stop there. Whoa, and there is the flooded foothills. As we can see in all its mist. I hate this bloody mist. The sooner we get rid of it. And I thought I had it turned off, but I find it keeps coming back for some reason. Don't know why. So going inside, you got much visibility? Yeah, we can see where we're going, but I don't think I want to drive it. Stop there. Whoa, come on. Don't start rolling down there, otherwise we ain't gonna be, it'll be game over. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to drive it from the inside at the moment. Take it nice and steady. But I put it through some of the water earlier and performed pretty well. I didn't even have the snorkel on and got a little bit of damage on the engine, but nothing too much really. But it performed pretty well. And it is 6-wheel drive, isn't it? Yeah, we've got the 6 and then the 4, sorry. So let's put it in this 6-wheel drive. You see going through all that snow, no problem. Probably me going a little bit too quick, start spinning up a bit, but yeah, that is a really nice looking truck. Fair play. Totally different to what we've got out there at the moment, and top job. It is one of my, like I said, one of my favourite ones. It's got to be great mod. Righto, well I think I'm going to leave the mod review here today, and I'll try and head my way back down over these slopes without rolling it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, why not check out my other episodes. I've got hundreds of SnowRunner videos if that interests you, and I also cover SnowRunner news. So thanks for watching, till next time, goodbye.